Is that enough ice? Wakey, wakey, everybody. We're up, and I, really sleep again last night. That's the story of my life, and we'll get into it, but I'm making my matcha smoothie right now, and, I'm modifying it because I'm trying to do more protein. We're going to do a live or a video probably about the whole protein thing because, yeah, diet is important when it comes to mental health, stuff like that. And it's a whole thing that I don't want to get into right now because I won't shut up about it. It's another topic for another time, but I'm trying to just eat more protein. So instead of banana, I usually have frozen banana, but I'm doing ice with this protein powder. It's got stevia in it, so apparently it has no sugar, and it's got a bunch of protein. And then I'm going to do my matcha and I guess some oat milk. I got this from Bulk Barn. It was way more full when I got it, and it was $10, so it was pretty cost-effective matcha. Because matcha can be expensive. Oat milk, but this is the last oat milk I might have because Sean let me know the other day, I'm usually really good at checking all the extra ingredients, and I skimmed it forever. I've been using this oat milk from time to time from Costco for quite a while, and there's it's organic, but there's sunflower oil, and that's really so not necessary. I don't think that's really good. Not expert, but that seems very unnecessary. So maybe I'll start making my own oat milk. I don't know. I was doing the lactose-free oat milk, but still didn't agree with the IBS. So yeah, gonna try and focus and get this done first. I just sort of wanted to start filming because I get nervous at first because I'm neurotic and anxious, and this gives me something to do to calm down a bit. And no one's really here anyways. Okay, we have a few people here, but where's my measuring spoon? I lost it. Lost my measuring spoon. Just a sec. So there's no clean spoon because I didn't do the dishes yet. Oh, okay, we have some comments. Hello, I'm from Canada. No, my shirt is comfortable. What is wrong with the shirt? You're not turtly enough for the turtle club. No one's gonna get that reference if you're a Gen, what is it, Z or something, because it's an old movie, but okay, I gotta stay focused. There's no clean spoon because the schedule's been thrown off. I'll get the schedule. We're modifying the schedule. Been struggling to sleep properly, but that's a whole thing as to why exactly. On average, I do struggle to sleep, but there's just a whole mattress situation going on. But now I blanked. Now I lost my freaking what. I don't know what. It's over. There's not usually this many people at all. It's not usually this many people. So we're a bit overwhelmed. Oh, right, the dishes. Yeah, dishes are supposed to get done, but the schedule's been thrown off because I haven't been sleeping properly. And so there's literally no clean spoon to use for the matcha powder for the smoothie that we're making here. So I'm just going to have to use my hands. I think we should put the oat milk in first. And sorry, there's going to be some blender action in a bit. And I'll warn you and I'll let you know when you need to cover your ears for that. Okay. Why do people not like the shirt? It's comfortable. I know it's a men's extra large and it doesn't fit me, but it's just the things people notice right away. It's last time it was the hair Today it's the shirt. Honestly, it's probably just like one person that made a shirt comment, but okay. We're doing one scoop of that. This stuff might taste gross. Oh my god, thank you, Ariane, for the donation. I was not expecting that. Thank you. The shirt. Are you talking about the shirt? It's poo brown. No, it's not, because it's reddish. It's more red, okay? Let's try to get this matcha going in here. Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot. I'm going to be way too caffeinated. The neuroticism is going to be extra unhinged today, but I can't really undo what I just did with the matcha there. So that's what's happening. Does anyone else sleep properly? Like, how do you do it? Everything has to be in perfect alignment for me to probably not even get a good sleep, just get a decent sleep. Like, I'm so sensitive to the lights, to the temperature, to the sounds. And speaking of sounds, it's gonna get real loud here, guys. Sorry, it's gonna get really loud. We have like a, I don't know what kind of blender this is, but it's one of the really loud ones. It's not midnight here. It is just about noon. It's like the afternoon. This stupid thing never screws on right. Ugh. No, it's going on crooked. If I can't get this smoothie to work, it's not going to be a good day. It's not going to be a good day. Okay. And I don't want to abandon it. Okay, we got it. Okay, everyone. Lower your volume. It's going to get real loud. Hopefully YouTube compresses the audio as well. I'm sure they do, but okay. Nothing's working around here. This stupid plug-in does not work. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Cover your ears now. Ow. Really loud. Sorry. Maybe I can like block it out. I think I put too much ice. It's not working. It's not moving. Okay, we're gonna have to. Sorry. That didn't work. I like my smoothies real smooth. Thank you. I'm glad people are liking the mullet. It doesn't look the best after I've laid on it, I'll say. Not slept on it because I didn't really sleep last night. I'm going to have to stir this and then we're going to have to finish the job. But I like my smoothies real smooth, so I try not to put any extra liquid if I can manage that. We're gonna have to just put a touch of oat milk though. It's a little bit too not the right viscosity. So yeah. I guess I threw people off with the title, like calling it the struggle to sleep kind of gives implication that it's nighttime here and that I'm like trying to sleep actively right now. It's more so I didn't really sleep last night as per usual. And again, we'll get into it, but I need this smoothie right now to be done so we can get into it. One thing at a time. My brain can't manage more than one thing at a time. Okay, 3, 2, 1, everyone, cover your ears. Okay. I guess this is breakfast slash lunch brunch. Woo! Oh dear, no, we're failing again. Okay. Oh, we have some movement. We have some movement. We have movement. Woo! Okay, we figured it out. Again, I don't use the protein powder usually, so I didn't anticipate how freaking thick it was gonna make this. Okay. So, the sleep situation, because I don't know what other people do on these lives, but I have stories to tell that, I don't know, might annoy people. I'm not Russian, I'm half Greek, I'm 10% native, I'm a little bit of French, some Scottish. Like, I did do a 23andMe DNA test, but, yeah. So, sleep is so freaking important for the neuroticism, for the anxiety. I like to call these live chat hangouts Neurotics Anonymous. It's just like, I don't relate to the general public, okay? I don't relate to the stables, is what I call them, the mentally stable people. And so I just talk about my life as someone with no job who has mental health struggles, I guess, like I'm really working through it, childhood trauma that I've been resolving. As of being 30 years old, we're finally getting to a resolution of it, but I think it never really, I don't know, the imprints maybe stay with you, but it's how you react to the triggers and stuff like that. But thanks guys for all the nice comments. Like, it's fun, we're having fun here. So, and if it's as if anyone like cares about my life, I don't know, I like to just like share things going on, I guess, you know. Don't have an OnlyFans, I'm sorry to let you down with that. I'm not mad, or am I mad? Oh, are you from, if you're from Britain, do you mean like, are you mad? Are you, oh, that's such a horrible British accent, but are you meaning like, am I mad, like I'm crazy? If you're, yes, I'm crazy. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you guys think I'm crazy. I'm embracing the cray. I'm embracing the anxiety, the ruminations. Like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you can learn. And that's what it is. So, I haven't been sleeping correctly for like weeks now. Yes, I would love to go to India. It's culturally, it seems like the vibes are right there. It's like very communal and nurturing, it feels like, from an outsider looking in of what I see. So who am I voting for? I'm in Canada, okay? So I did say in a live stream, like, I don't want to make this political though, but I have issues with Trump. I have issues with everyone, but I have, like, if it was, it's Kamala now, right? But if it, at the time, I'm Canadian, I can't vote. At the time that I said this, it was still Biden. I said, if I had to vote and I could not vote, like I had no choice not to vote, and it was going to be Biden or Trump leading America, I would have voted Trump. If you need to unsubscribe, if that triggers you, I'm so sorry. I have issues with Trump though. Like, it's very nuanced. There's corruption in certain ways, and then there's like, maybe, I don't know, things that he did well for the country. I'm not even in the States, so it's all my own perception of what I see in that. But I also just don't trust like any of the politicians. Like, Trump seemed like a bit of an outsider, but from like the established like politicians that are kind of more career politicians in a way. But I'm not into the Trump worshiping at all though. Like, I'm not into like worshiping, and I'm not saying you're like worshiping him, but you're just like, you know, Trump is king, and it, like, that's cool if you feel that. But for me, I just cannot, like, subscribe to anything too. Like, I would never, these days, like, I could not label myself as, like, right or left, but I disagree with a lot of stuff on the right, but I also disagree with a lot of stuff on the left, or I don't know how many of the stuffs, like, it changes all the time, it's constantly morphing, it's really ridiculous, you know, people, I made, like, silly sketches about just, like, you know, people policing speech, but I have a very nuanced opinion about the whole, the gender stuff, okay, this is a touchy topic, but whatever, I have a nuanced opinion about it, like, I'm not into a lot of the stuff on the right either, not into a lot of stuff on the left, not into, like, some of the, like, I was kind of raised Christian, fully left that religion, not for me, didn't understand it, didn't understand the, like, you know, at the time, you know, I'm 30, could never understand, comprehend the whole rules about who you can be with or love, didn't understand that, and that's coming from a straight person. Someone, like, asked way back if I was straight, whatever, and I know this is confusing. I know it's confusing, like, people, I give a lot of masculine. It's giving masculine, and that's how I feel, and that's the whole thing of, like, my nuanced feelings also about the gender stuff is, like, I can relate a little bit in a way, like, I had a certain degree of gender dysphoria as a child because I'm a major tomboy, if you can't already tell, and, um, I felt icky in my body because I felt like like I was told I should have been a boy even, like I was getting all this social pressure and annoyingness about it. So, but I don't believe in freaking by law policing people's speech, like to the best of my ability. Like if people want me to use certain pronouns, I will use it. And that's where I disagree with, like, there's people on the right, I guess, that it's like, no matter what, I'm always going to use like the proper biological pronoun. Like, I'm not into that at all. Okay. So it's very nuanced here. People try to label me. They try to put me in boxes according to my, like my TikTok sketches and whatever. So, anyways, I do feel though like there is a third gender, like I would say intersex is like a mix of the two genders, but I'm kind of like it's a third category, like, you know, I'm not a black, I have been a black and white thinker when it comes to my anxiety, when it comes to hating myself, when it comes to shaming myself, I am an all, like I can be a black and white thinker where it's just like, oh, someone was offended, like I'm all bad now, I suck, I'm so, or at least I go through those internal feelings because of the conditioning, because of the childhood trauma, from being kind of like raised by a narcissistic type of person that you had to agree, you had to mesh with them, you know, in a certain way. But sorry, this isn't all about the comments. I appreciate the comments, but this is also like for me to yap. It is for me to yap. This is my therapy. I'm not in counseling anymore. I'm doing the best I ever have been doing, having left counseling, and this is where I yap. This is where I yap. But anyways, I don't know, I lost my tangent, but this is, I don't know what this is, but this is kind of gross. This is kind of gross. This is just, okay, I need a moderator for some of these comments, and I don't have a moderator. Okay, let's just pretend we have a moderator because I don't want it to get worse. I'm from Canada, British Columbia, Canada. Quite far away though from Vancouver. LOL, the Billie Eilish, every time, last time I got the Billie Eilish stuff, like, guys, her nose is not this humpy, bumpy, crooked. Billie's nose is crooked? Okay, and sorry, she looks like me. She looks like me. I was born first. She's younger. She looks like me, okay? She looks like, I don't actually care. So, why are you obsessed with my hairline? Like, I don't get it. Was I born in the 80s? Yes, in a way, but not, no, I was born in 1994. But the 80s called, and I know they want their hair back. They want their hairstyle back. I get it. It's retro. I forget how much, I guess, of a different haircut it is. I'm so used to it now. So then when people are like, oh my God, the hair, I'm like, what is so special? It's just hair. But, okay. So I can't focus either. I can't. I'm figuring out though. Do you have a schedule? Because I made a schedule. I did a video where we made schedules together because I can't do it alone. And so I don't know. I figured I did get the ADHD diagnosis. I have like pretty much most of the symptoms, but I have like imposter syndrome about it. I talked about this last time because my sort of friend, I don't even hang out with him really. It was like an old coworker that I hung out with a couple times. He doesn't even really know me. And he was like, Alyssa, I don't think you have ADHD. Like, it's like, are you the ADHD gatekeeper? Okay. Are you the gatekeeper? Like, stop. What should I order from dinner from DoorDash? Please give me some good recommendations. I really appreciate that. I don't order DoorDash, so I don't like, are the options just endless? I get decision fatigue. I can't, I'm sorry. I cannot even make decisions for my own life. I'm 30 years old. And just let's not be creepy and weird, okay? I can see fine. I can see fine. My eyesight is not weak. I can see okay. So anyways, I'm going to go on with my ramble because these things are also just about me rambling and not really as much about the comments. I used to not do this on the live feed. I used to just do this as a regular live stream, horizontal video on my channel. So we'll get to the, are you married? So this is going to have to do with, that will be answered when I talk about the mattress. I'm such a light sleeper. I don't know about anyone else. I have a partner slash fiance slash, I don't like to say boyfriend. Like, we have a whole plan to get married. I don't have a ring because we're doing it in Vegas and we're going to get our rings from the pawn shop as like a fun little, like, we're not like normal people. We're not like normal, like, ooh, proposal. Like, let's I don't know, let's plan, like, real normal people. Like, we don't do that. Like, we've been together for 7 years. We've been talking about getting married since the first year, okay? Since the first year. So is it just gonna be males asking me how old I am, if I'm getting married, if I have a boyfriend? Like, can we just not? Can we just not? I don't smoke. My voice is raspy, okay? I have a deviated septum. I have a nasally, annoying voice, okay? I don't know. What else I can tell you? Thanks for reporting the comments because I just can't keep up. I can't manage. I have my own bedroom with my own frickin' bed because I am such a light frickin' sleeper, but the cat pissed on my mattress at some point. The cat pissed on my mattress because I was also painting my room. If you've been following along my channel, there's a whole saga to this room getting renovated and never finishing it and like having sleep problems because of like it not being able to sleep in my room because like I moved the bed out to paint and then I finished enough the painting that I moved the bed back in. But when the bed was out in the living room, we had a cat that he was like the main sort of peer cat. His name was literally Stinky. And he, rest in peace, Stinky. He unfortunately passed away a little bit ago, but I don't know what other cat would have had pissed, you know, he pissed on my bed a couple times actually, and so I had to be really, really careful with, I had to keep my door closed to my room constantly. Like, I could not let any cat, this cat in my room, because it's pissed on my bed. It's a liability. It would piss on my clothes constantly all the time. So I was very, very diligent about that. And so I was really, really hesitant to move the bed out of the room to paint it. But this cat hadn't seemed to have an accident for a very long time. And I took the chance. That's where we went wrong. I took the chance, folks. Sean, the partner, my romantic partner, my significant other, my soulmate, he was like, it's okay, like it'll be fine, I'm sure, you know, whatever. And he's just been a little bit blase blah about these things, but like I know and I have a feeling when something is just not gonna go right, but it appeared to go fine. It was weeks, I swear. Like the cat actually had passed away and everything. Like the bed was locked down in the room. Besides, again, when I was painting, I moved in the living room. I moved it back in the room. It had been in the room for, I think, a couple weeks at least, maybe more. So the only chance of exposure to getting the friggin' cat piss on it would have been when it was like in the living room for that amount of time. Because I didn't smell anything. I put it back in the room and never smelled. And then we had a bit of a heat wave, folks. We had a bit of a heat wave. And I will wake up one morning to the smell of cat piss, And I'm like, oh shit, I have PTSD. It's not actually, and this is, I don't want to be insensitive to people that have like actual PTSD. I have like complex PTSD in a way to a certain degree. Like I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, like from the childhood trauma. So I don't know, but I'm overly concerned of like being insensitive at times to people. Like I got a level of PTSD from the cat pissing on my things. So when I get that whiff, and it's just like annoying when you don't know where the cat piss is. So this couch right here, do you guys want to know what happened to that couch? Do you want to know what happened to that couch? Do you know why it's just like in the kitchen on its side? The cat pissed on it. Yeah. And Sean tried to clean it. I tried to clean it. I gave up. I was just like, how? It's really hard to get the cat piss out, especially when you can't actually put something in the washing machine. You can't actually fully deodorize it. Like how I would save my clothes is there's like this special cat deodorizer. You don't need to see it. I don't know. I was gonna find it to show it. It's like a special. Cat piss is just the worst, folks. It's way different than dog piss. It does not apparently ever actually go away. The solutions, like the deodorizers to they just neutralize it or something, but it's safe. Excuse me. But saying it can still come out again if like humidity levels are right, the temperature and stuff like that. Like the cat piss smell never actually goes away. I did a little spray of it on the couch there that we just showed, and then I was like, how it's soaked in the, like there's no freaking way. Like my clothes, I would run them multiple times with this deodorizer in the laundry. Like I'd soak, like it was hard just to get out of clothes, right? So I'm like, there's no way with this freaking couch. But Sean was determined, and he used like a wet vac contraption-y thing, and he went really, really hard with the couch. We'll get back to the bed. I know we're on a little side detour of the couch, but this, you guys need to understand like the struggle with the cat pissing in the couch. We finally replaced this couch because yeah, we were still just using it forever, and I was so okay. So when Sean went at it with his special wet vac machine, everything went really hard. I could not smell it for quite a while. It was fine in that, and then one day, same as like, you know, that morning with the bed, you get a little bit of a whiff and you're just like, your stomach drops. And it's just the worst feeling ever because you can't undo it. It will never go away. It sucks also to happen to things like couches and beds. Like clothes is one thing. Thank you for validating the conversation detours, because like a lot of people just can't keep up or handle it. Honestly, what bugs me though with it, and we're on another side tangent, and then I'm gonna like forget what I was gonna say. I was talking about this last time. I'm getting over it because I talked about the neuroticism for me, about like I get obsessive thinking, I get rumination. The cat was neutered, yes. But yeah, I don't know if he was marking territory. I looked into the behavioral stuff. I thought maybe he had hyperthyroidism. He had different health issues like with his stomach. He had like he was the only cat that we had 4 cats at one time, we have two now. We had like a very senior cat. She passed away, excuse me. Stinky, the peeing cat, he was also like a senior and he passed away a little bit ago. They passed within the same year, so we went from 4 to 2 cats, but like the senior cat also could have been maybe having accents, like the oldest one. Her name was Lady. Rest in peace. These cats also like we had so many cats, but like my partner had 3 cats before I met him. And then when we had the 4th cat, it's because I wanted my own cat, and then that was a whole. So I know it's a lot of cats. It's a lot. It's like, you know, if you don't want your couch to be pissed on, your, you know, bed to be like, don't get so many cats or whatever. Like, I get it. But marking his house, yeah, because there was the latest cat is okay. Sean's up. He's probably gonna want his coffee. I think I should just pour it, so he doesn't have to walk straight into the live. Sean, do you want your coffee? Okay. Now everyone thinking, like, not believing me that I have a boyfriend or partner or whatever, like, you heard him, so, because I'm sure there's people that are just like, she's making this up, there's no way, like, she's too either masculine, she's too, like, she's not giving straight, or she's not giving boyfriend material, if anything. Yes, I know, I'm crazy, I'm neurotic, it's a thing. We're gonna heat up this coffee. So, this is disgusting, I want to dump this. This is so gross. I should never have switched to the gross, disgusting tasting protein powder, but I need to get my protein in for the day. Like, I'm supposed to get 90 grams of protein or something, like, if you're trying to lower your body fat percentage and, like, gain more muscle. Like, we're trying to get ripped. I did a video about that. That's the deal. That's what's happening this summer. But this is fucking gross. This is gross. I'm glad you asked. Just a channel. I have the official definition because I just would rather give that than my ramshackle way of explaining it. But it's actually pretty simple. It's just like people that are prone to anxiety and stuff like that. But this says in non-technical use. We're using the Google. I think this is Oxford Dictionary or something. It says in non-technical use, abnormally sensitive, obsessive, or anxious. So the reason for my channel is to, like, normalize it. Like, the whole, I'm an outcast, guys. I don't relate to the stables. I told you that. I don't. So that's what we're doing here. Here you go. I'm just gonna get to the mattress already. Coming! Okay. Yes, Sean got his coffee and he will be able to talk in about an hour and he'll be able to have conversation with annoying neurotic me in about an hour of having his coffee and waking up. Oh my goodness, I'm starting to think I have it too. I don't know what to do because my mental has been pointing to a lot of things lately. I feel ya. It's been a journey. Like, I'm 30 years old. Sean is he's like German, British, maybe a bit Irish, probably. He also did 23andMe. Ugh, this tastes gross. But the mental health has been a journey. And so since I was like 15 years old, like, I don't know, I couldn't sleep well. Guys, this goes way back. It's like nostalgic at this point. Like, I remember my nightmares, at least just one of them from 5 years old. It was like about a T-Rex. But it was an obsessive thing. I swear it was from a show that I watched. My brain just kept repeating all night on loop, like, this scene from this show, like, obsessively over and over again. I think for me, the mental health is like a combination of probably genetics and also upbringing, like nature, nurture, obviously, like I have a predisposition, I think, to anxiety probably, but then I also was like conditioned in a way to just like overthink everything. Like I had people in my life, or especially a certain person that was like also like they were like, if you don't pass that test at school, like you're gonna fail, and then you're gonna like have to work at Starbucks for the rest of your life, and like, oh, like as if that would be like the most horrible, like, way to shit on the Starbucks workers. Like, we need the baristas and they're doing great work. And honestly, if I could handle a normal job like that, I'd be having so much fun. I'd be whipping up the drinks. But you see how much I failed with this smoothie earlier. Like, it's not really, I feel like I could get the hang of, it's the social anxiety for me though. Like, it's the social anxiety. Thank you. I'm glad you like my buck teeth, dude. They let me ramble and talk. Like, I'm thankful for these teeth that allow me to just spew neuroticism all over everyone in the chat, all over everyone. The way the brain goes to the extremes, yes. It's so hard to put in a nutshell. Like, I want to, I'm working towards like doing videos of what works for me. I have these long live stream style videos of me actively working through ruminations and stuff like that. A very simple, like, guys, it's so ridiculous and annoying, and like when you're in it early on and someone's like teaching you about mindfulness, it seems way too simple to work or do anything. And for me at least, like, I rejected it. And I feel like usually people reject, it's just like, what do you mean just focus on your breathe? Like, my problems are way too complicated for that. Like, that's never gonna work. Like, I had a specific phobia. I still deal with it from time to time. I've had various different phobias and obsessions throughout my life, but at the time that I'm talking about, especially sort of like rejecting this mindfulness stuff, like thinking this is too simple, like this won't solve my really complicated, like specific rare phobia problem. And I don't even think it's a rare phobia. I think people just don't talk about it. The phobia that's been one of my most difficult to deal with is called erythrophobia, I believe is how you pronounce it. And it's the fear of blushing. That's an awesome channel idea. Love this. Keep up the good work because you help people like us too. Aw, thank you. That actually, like, I just love comments like that. Just like, thank you so much. It's sometimes I have a hard time like taking positive feedback or compliments. Like, it can be just as stressful as negative comments for some reason. Like, because I have imposter syndrome and all that stuff, and I just get like uncomfortable. It's like, ew, am I just full of shit? Like, I don't know. But things like that do really help and honestly inspire me to keep going, because sometimes the neuroticism gets to me. Sometimes the poopy thoughts get to me, and I'm just like, I suck. Ooh, like, ew, gross. Cringe at myself. Ew. Ooh. I hope you pay no mind to these mean people on YouTube. They seem to have a lot of attention, so they mean things. Yeah, no, I honestly, I am proud of myself, like how far I've come in a way. Like, I don't even find some of these comments, like that what would be considered mean comments, they're kind of fun to me. Like, they're kind of like, it's fun time. Like, I honestly though, like way back in the day, I guess I'm not I'm not like trying to bring on hate to my like, I just take them more lightly too. I think like back when I didn't have as much social anxiety and I had like an actual friend group, like my favorite thing was to just like, I guess you would call it like beak on each other. I don't know if you guys know the expression, like beaking, like you'd give like lighthearted insults for fun, like when you had that solid foundation of a friendship and you knew you were just joking around and you didn't take it seriously, and you'd like the comments about the hair, like thinking, like, I think it's like funny when people are just like, are you straight or whatever. Like, I've gotten that before. Guys, it used to be full mask. Like, I used to have hair like this because I already talked about this in the last live, like the same things. Sorry if people ever hear like repeats of the same stories, but I tried to dye my hair blonde. It totally got ruined. And okay, intrusive thought of like someone just being like, are you straight? That's not even a mean comment. Like, why did I even bring that up? That's not even, mean, and now I'm like, do people think I'm weird for like bringing that up when it's not even part of like the mean comment thing? Like, that's the active in real time. Like, that's what happens. But overthinking everything, because when you're trying to please a narcissist, like for me, if you guys have, like, just to rule it out, I guess one of my advices is that proper, who cares, why are we trying to be why are we trying to be perfect? Yes, ice cream, it's okay to be weird, it is. The shame is what makes it so much worse, people. The shame is what makes it suffering, in my opinion. Like, the suffering of it all is shame, but also like resistance, anxiety. It is just a feeling. I gotta release this silly song thing that I made, and it goes like this. It's like, anxiety is just a feeling. I was like playing around with techno sounds that makes you feel like you're dying, but it's a motherfucking lie. It's way off key right now. It's a motherfucking lie, 'cause you're probably not gonna die. I haven't released it yet because I thought of making like a silly dance to it, and then once I maybe just do the video of this like short 1 minute song, I could just like put it at the end of every video or something, or a portion of it. I don't know. Anyways, anxiety is just kind of a feeling, and the battle of it all is, for me, what I realized, it's so simple. It's like, for me, it's like the feeling that I get, it feels like something's wrong. I'm sure a lot of people can relate. Sounds like a potential thing. I know, it's so silly. Um, um, it's like the feeling, and I think yeah, I've sort of spoken about this in other lives, like when I was dealing with it in real time, because it's just funny too, because it's something that I'll keep forgetting, because it's just not that complicated. It's not that deep. It's not actually that deep. It can be very simple. It's like, I get a feeling like anxiety to me too. I think when I feel some anxiety, there's like a direct association with like, there is something to do here, something needs to be done, something is wrong. Like, I just automatically believe it. My advice is to get curious about it and be like, it, like, yeah, it's to not shame yourself. Like, for me, I would also just like hate that I was anxious. No, I'm not from Israel, I'm half Greek. One time I had a tan and someone asked me if I was Caucasian, but like, I'm definitely Caucasian. So yeah, I'm pretty white. But I get that I can kind of look like other ethnicities at times, sort of. Love Wim Hof, yes. I have not been doing the cold showers, but so yeah, when I realized, it was like, it's hard, because sometimes you do get it sucks when it's like, okay, there are things that you get intuition, right, from, like, fear is very useful and productive, and this is so the shame part of it too. Sorry, I just need to plug in my phone thing. Okay, we're charging. I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. So it's just, oh, there's like so much information in my like little skull that like I just want to spew it all out at what, like I just can't make one coherent, complete thought right now, because there's like so much I do want to share with everyone. It's like, where do I start? Where do I start? Okay, there's like a bit of a process to it and stuff like that. But anyways, okay, okay, we're just like, we're offline. Just chat amongst yourselves. We're offline. She's not finishing that smoothie yet. Ugh, it has like a weird powdery, the texture of it all, and that's the sensory stuff that I just can't handle, is like, it's more so the texture than the taste all the time. But what were we talking about? The anxiety and the shame and the whatever. Yes, okay. Excuse me, that was a bit of a burp. From my experience, like, I do recommend looking into narcissism. Like, it's not just, and I know that word's being thrown out a lot of these day times and stuff like that. It's just like if you are a highly anxious neurotic person, there could be a possibility that you had like not a great experience with someone with narcissistic qualities. Like if you're an extreme people pleaser, I was gonna tidy up, but I got LOL. Priorities, right? Like, yeah, for me, it's like I was gonna tidy up, but I made excuses to do everything but tidying up and convinced myself that those other I don't know, scrolling on YouTube was more important than doing dishes. So okay, I'm not gonna, I do get distracted by the chat, like when I'm trying to like do one coherent thought, I get distracted because I'm a people pleaser too. I'm a people pleaser. I'm working on it. So I feel bad to like ignore the chat for a little bit. But I have to because I'm not gonna like get these revelations out if they at all maybe help. But it's like, let me just access. Sorry, this lack of sleep also, like, yeah, I can't compute. It's not computing right now, but because there's just all the thoughts jumble around. Okay, because where were we? The narcissism. Okay, one friggin' thought at a time, Alyssa. One thing at a time. Okay. This was like the missing piece for me, especially because I felt so wrong and weird and had an automatic reaction. It's annoying. Okay, you have the anxiety. And then for me, there was so much tied to the anxiety. There was just like this shame. I just didn't want to be places anxious because of the shame of being anxious, like judging it, being like, this is like so, like, obviously nothing's gonna happen. You're fine. It doesn't matter. When I researched stuff about like narcissism, basically narcissism, I just, there's certain trigger words for YouTube, but narcissism, like ABUSE, or narcissistic ABUSE, it's when it started to be like the pieces started to fully come together and it got more, it just made so much sense. And I realized I was having normal reactions, that I was actually, it's normal for me at least, like, and I don't care anymore. I'm embracing, it's so ick to me to try to be normal now too. Like it's such an ick. Like if someone was just like pretentious, just annoying, like I wouldn't do that, like I wouldn't say all those things, and it's just not normal to be doing, like I'd be like I'd be like having the same reaction that I'm having with this smoothie, you know? If someone, it just like when people make comments being like, yeah, you shouldn't do that, I responded, or just like, I don't think you should, or you should delete this video or something. Like I responded to one of those by just being like, I'm sorry, but like when someone tells me not to do something, I can't help but like want to do it so much more. So like unfortunately now, like this video is for sure never getting deleted just because you said that. So yeah, I don't know. I think my purpose right now is to share the things, like I'm feeling better about it. I was in a hermit shell mode and hiding myself for quite a while, and I would like disappear from YouTube. Like I'd do videos, I wouldn't really be my full self. I would not be doing this stuff really, and or I would a bit, and then I would like get really, I guess, vulnerability hangover, or just like cringe. Like I got the wrong feeling in my body, the wrong feeling that I was talking about before, like the anxiety, like something needs to be fixed. Like that's what it is for me. Because when I was conditioned by a narcissistic person, there were things to fix for my own like, yes, I didn't have to do it. Like it wasn't like life or death technically, but like in a certain context it was emotional stuff that I went through, so not like physical, so like emotional, ABUSE, like psychological, ABUSE, psychological warfare, like manipulation, gaslighting, daily gaslighting. I know those words are thrown around a lot these days, but there's so much more to it, like narcissism within people, and I have like narcissistic qualities within myself that I, you know, realized or took on, and at times in way, like with mostly just with Sean. Unfortunately, Sean had to get like the wrath of my borderline episodes, we'd call them, because like I did end up getting diagnosed with borderline, but with everyone else I was like the silent borderline is what they call it. Like, sorry if this is a repeat, if anyone's tuning in again, like I talked about this last time, but and I want to get back to the mattress. I just want to like finish it's something, but I want to talk about the sleep with the mattress and stuff like that, because I don't know, because I don't have accounts. Sorry, you guys have to hear, like, click off. I highly advise, like, unsubscribe now, or like who's even subscribed, like, don't like click, like, I'm gonna do my thing. I'm gonna do my thing. You don't have to watch, right? And I had to keep reminding myself. I have finally integrated that, like, they don't have to watch, Alyssa. You're doing nothing wrong. If they don't like it, click off. They are not paying for anything. You do not owe them anything. Like, click off. Like, so, yeah, we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna, like, complain and first world problem, you know, my mattress situation. I'm gonna first world problem that later. Maybe we'll never finish it. It doesn't even matter. Who cares? I guess, yeah. So, because anyways, yeah, I made this about sleep, and I just wanted to do a few more talks about the sleep, but the narcissistic stuff, I highly recommend researching. Like, I was aware of stuff I went through, but then I was a little bit in denial about it. Sorry, Sean. Oh, do you want more coffee? Do you want this? Do you want the rest of this?
No.
Do you like matcha? Because you were
just
trying to have your protein.
Sure, I'll take coffee.
Powder. He's not gonna. Okay. Round 2. This is probably like 2 cups out of 10 for Sean. Just kidding. He doesn't have 10 cups of coffee, but he has a lot of coffee. And I keep telling him it causes anxiety. Like, he's also neurotic and anxious. We're very, very similar, and I probably shouldn't even be having matcha, but. Okay. Anyways, the completion to the whole. Someone tell Murray on the live chat says hi, Sean. Oh, he's gone. I was just talking to myself there. I don't think his brain's going to be fully online for another half an hour. I think he's got to get the coffee in. So yeah, but so yeah. Oh yeah, the thought that I also never finished, because God, if I watch this back, I cringe. Like, I'm accepting it more, but I get annoyed. Like, I have such extreme perfectionism that even if, like, the thought didn't matter and we moved on to a topic that was way more interesting and better, I get annoyed that I didn't, like, it's imperfect. Like, I didn't finish that thought. Like, I didn't tie up that loose end. Or I probably get self-conscious about being ADHD, right? And just being like, oh, and this thing, and that, like, that people think I'm weird, but who cares? There you go. Okay, I should be done soon, because we've been going for, I think it's an hour. Okay. So the narcissistic conditioning made a huge difference in my life, and I was able to, like, notice a really good book is Adults, Children of Emotionally Immature Parents, I think it's called. Let me just, actually, I never finished that book though. Like, I do read a little bit of a book and then I don't finish it. It was a little bit too triggering for me. Like, I would dissociate. Like, I think there's different levels of dissociation too. Like, I just hate getting things wrong. I'm not an expert. Click off. Like, I don't know shit, but, like, like, I don't know what else to call it, but because I was reading a different book and it talked about this type of dissociation as, like, it not actually being dissociation. So I'm like, oh, I'm wrong about that. That's not, oh, you're using the wrong word. Like, who cares? It's just my conditioning. But when I dissociate, I mean, like, okay, I was listening to this book, Adult Children of Immature Parents or something, or Emotionally Immature Parents, and it was just hard because I would just start having like memories kind of, or like I call them, there's a term called emotional flashbacks, so that was something like new that um I found out about that also really really helped me, like sort of realizing the like patterns of like narcissism, narcissists and stuff, and like the narcissism pattern stuff like helped me really come to terms with like the guilt and the shame complex that I had. Like it really felt like legitimate and real. And so it wasn't until I did all this research and I changed my beliefs. Like I wanted to put it together some sort of protocol, and like the first step would be like just research. Like I couldn't meditate because my beliefs were so messed up that meditating, I was just in the wrong beliefs, like the incorrect beliefs about myself. So when things would surface and come up, like I just was not capable at the time to detach and like to not like go on these room, and then I would get all this like stress. I'd feel so much worse meditating. But when I realized the truth and stuff, I was actually able to let those things go more so because I actually believed it otherwise. But like when I would have a thought pop in my head or a memory, and it would cause me to do this like dissociation type of thing, I call it, where I'm like in that thing that like I'm not present at all, and I'm like having this like total physiological, emotional, like I'm fully experiencing something from the past that's not happening now, but in the past it would have been like a problem, or it would have been, I would have been getting shamed for something, or I would have had, my character would have been getting attacked, I would have been getting like screamed at, and it like, and I know people go through so much worse. Like I can't not say this because I still have a certain level of like, you know, I am very privileged in my situation now, or like where I live in the world. Like I know people go through so much more intense like PTSD types of things, but it doesn't mean that like, you know, people go through lesser degrees and then like their freaking self-esteem gets just like tormented, like they feel just like a really bad person or horrible, or like for me, my sense of self was like all based on external stuff. Oh, so another really big, so this is the book though. I did not get through much of it though, but it was really, really clicking for me. And by the time I read it, I had already watched so much content about these themes and things. Like I think for me, what helps more is to digest maybe shorter types of content, like YouTube videos. Someone who's like an expert on narcissism and very validating is like Dr. Ramani on YouTube. David Mackler is someone I bring up a lot. I really love his vibe, and he has like, you know, lived experience and figured stuff out. He used to be a counselor, but he's not anymore. This is his channel. Or I keep saying David, I keep giving the wrong name, I guess. It's Daniel Mackler. He was the one that really also hit home and validated like it's actually normal. Like I'm having reasonable reactions to what I went through, and that like the borderline personality disorder, like he doesn't even like to call things disorder. He's not really into the disorders labeling of things. Like so much of mental health, like most of it, if not all of it, is in my opinion like some type of trauma, um like emotional, physical, all other types of trauma, or just lived experience, just like someone's brain getting curated like a certain way and stuff like that. Why would I start smoking at this point in time? Then I'm just gonna be addicted to the cigarettes. Hello. Okay, I'm addressing the comments again. I'm sorry I had to ignore you guys for a while. I'm aware now. I had to share my revelations in case it were to help someone. But yeah, there's like so many. The anxiety stuff is sort of simple, but then again, there's sort of like a lot that you can do to mitigate it. Like it's not just one thing. Obviously, like, you know, it's like diet, exercise, schedule. For me, the schedule changed my, although I have not stuck to it because of the sleep issue. The main priority now, guys, is sleep. Like sleep, eating, exercise. I've tried the mushroom thing. Last time I did it, Sean was gonna be unalived. My thoughts convinced me that Sean would be unalived by the end of the night, and I had to just live with it. Like, I went through that, I processed that, guys. It was very scary. Like, I called 911. Okay, mushrooms are not for me. Mushrooms are not for me. I was trying to use them to like heal my stuff, but for me specifically, I'm different. Everyone's different, whatever, but my biggest issue was the sense of self. And that's also why counseling was not really helping me. Like, for so many years, it did not get me to where I needed to be. And the David Mackler guy I brought up, like, it was just really cool, like, when I found his channel, because I had, oh, it was the wrong thing. It was really cool when I found his channel because I had already started doing some of the things, like, that's just what happens with me is I learn about different topics and concepts, and then there's all these synchronicities. Like, I'm listening to a podcast and they start talking about that same thing. Like, when you're more aware of it, that thing shows up in your life, right? I did try the microdose thing, still not for me. The grass, we'll call it, I don't know the slang, and for YouTube to censor it so we don't get, shut down. I don't know what else to call it besides grass. Like, I'm not, that gives, well, and no one's even really I don't know, were you guys saying that earlier? I did try that for anxiety. Like, I have tried tons of things. I did the carnivore diet. I did, the thing with the diet too is, like, I got really obsessive with that and it wasn't healthy. Like, I got really scared of the chemicals and I got really intense about diets, and that, like, when I did the carnivore diet, I would just binge every few weeks. Like, I made it one long stretch, but I was like, I had an unhealthy relationship with food still. So for me, I had to, like, allow my, like, it just sucks for me. It's so annoying sometimes when it's like, oh, not eating sugar, all the time would help my anxiety. But then I just had this, like, weird control issue, dysregulated eating in relationship with sugar, to where when I cut it out, or I got scared of it, like, I started getting anxious about sugar. And then if I had one sugar thing, got neurotic about that, folks, got neurotic about that. I remember, like, I was working a job and, like, for lunch, I just wanted to get an ice cream from McDonald's, which I'm just now into, like, balance. Like, I was really cutthroat and intense, and I was like, carnivore diet, I was really into, like, it curing my issues, and started to have these beliefs that were not healthy, like believing that if I had this one ice cream, it was gonna immediately make me so anxious. Like, I started to, like, really lose control. Like, I had no control over, I was like a victim to the sugar. It was, like, stressing me out, folks. It was not okay. Like, I remember I was living with my grandma and she made a salad and I didn't approve of the ingredients prior to the salad, and she used just, like, a salad dressing, and there's, like, a million ingredients on the salad dressing, whatever. I try to avoid it. Like, one time is fine to have this dressing, and I, like, started to have a anxiety attack. Like, I actually got stressed about it, and she, like, I was like, you didn't tell me that, or you used, like, oh, I can't eat, or I think I made it, ate it without, no, I don't know. And then she had this friend that was really cool, and, like, she was into astrology. She was very good at it. She, like, did my birth chart, and she was this, like, spiritual lady, and her vibes were just so chill in that. And she got me to, like, hold a spray bottle of just, like, this harsh chemical cleaner, kind of, like, she's like, you can neutralize anything. Like, it's all belief and stuff. Like, you can balance, like, she's like, hey, hold this. And so she, like, was trying to help me to just chill a bit. So it's all nuanced. Like, okay, there was something I wanted to address. Carnivore diet while looking like a horse. It's crazy. It doesn't, I'm assuming you're talking about my hair and me, or, oh, I guess it's the buck teeth. Okay. I'm glad that I don't know. I get, like, self-conscious about my appearance at times, sort of, but then at the end of the day, I'm, like, really detached from it. like, I'm glad that I'm not attached to, like, I just forget what I look like too sometimes. I'm just like I was talking about with the hair, I'm just like, why are people talking about hair? I'm like, oh, right, I have this, like, I guess 80s haircut, like, people aren't used to, I don't know, I'm just, like, so desensitized to it. Maybe because, like, my mom kind of obsessed about my hair when I was growing up, like, it was all about, you know, keeping my hair long and that, and it was just, like, when I would see her, it was just, like, the first thing she would say had to do with my hair. It's like, oh, your hair, let me see your hair, like, oh, your hair, it's like, I wanted to shave my head at that point, but I want to shave my damn head to be like, it's just hair, it doesn't matter. Like, we're on a tangent. Sorry, there was someone that said something, or they asked me a question about the food, I think. And, oh, fasting. Okay, yes, the fasting. We will talk about the fasting. I did keto going to lose weight, lost 125 pounds over 125 pounds over a year ago, still feeling better than ever. Congrats, Bill, for losing your weight, feeling great. Did people stare at you after puberty? It messed you up. No, I was hiding, guys. I was covered, like, I don't know what it is. I was uncomfortable in my skin in a way. Like, I was just self-conscious about my body. And I've just never been feminine. What it even is feminine or whatever. Like, these things are just superficial. Like, what you wear, the way your hairstyle is, like, that's not actual aspects of femininity, in my opinion. Okay? Like, feminine energy, I see as, for me, more neurotic, okay? For me, more neurotic. Okay, feminine energy for me is, like, nurturing, maybe more so, empathy, having more, maybe higher empathy. Like, masculine energy is a little bit more analytical, logical, like, and the two balance each other. They balance each other when you can figure that out. But the hair and the clothes and the stuff, like, that's, to me, like, has nothing to do, like, that's what I came to accept of it myself, because when I got all messed up in my head about, like, feeling like a boy, it was before I hit puberty, and then once I kind of hit puberty, it sort of less, I was, like, scared of puberty and stuff like that, and then when it happened, I still was, like, and it was more accept, like, in my high school, we had a whole sweats and Uggs era. Do you guys remember? I'm 30, I don't know, this is in the 2000, what, I graduated in 2012, so, like, 2010, I would have been, like, grade 10, and I was on the soccer team, because I'm a tomboy, like, and why does soccer's not, doesn't even have to be a tomboy thing, like, whatever. We would do our messy buns, no makeup, sweats and Uggs, like, that was my regular. In grade 8 wasn't really a thing. We had this, like, stupid best dressed award, and, like, it's not, to me, it's stupid. Okay, if people wanted to take part in that, good for them, that's great. Everyone can do their thing. For some reason, I let it bother me. Like, I got jealous, because I'm also just so disorganized, can't keep up with anything, and I remember I was, like, trying so hard. Not all women, just Ashon. Yeah. Okay, so I was trying so hard to, like, get best dressed. I don't know, I would just, guys, I can't relate to the, like, put together females. Is it rude to say basic bitches? Like, this is all in good fun. I don't actually, like, shit on people. I like, admire the beauty and the put togetherness of the, what do they call it? I swear there's, like, a term for, like, clean aesthetic. Is there, like, clean girl aesthetic? Like, I'm the opposite of that, okay? I tend to, like, sleep in, like, I will just go out in the clothes that I slept in, and, like, I'm just constantly just making sure my hair's not too greasy. Like, I haven't done the makeup thing for years, and so it was more accepted in high school. At a certain point, like grade 8, it was like this, we were all trying super hard, and we were not being accepted by the rest of the high school. I did not go to middle school. I hope the live keeps letting us go, because sometimes it shuts down, I think, after a certain time frame, but we'll see. I didn't intend for it to be this crazy long, but here we are. I hope you know you're loved and special. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. Aw, thank you so much. It was so awesome having you hang with us and, you know, really contribute to the chat, had some really good comments, and thank you. So, but yeah, I think we need to finish soon because Sean probably wants to use the kitchen at some point as well. So, anyways, okay, the masculine and feminine thing. Honestly, guys, it's funny how we're coming full circle. It started with like, you look like Billie Eilish, and we're coming full circle because I swear, I don't think it was until Billie Eilish that I fully embraced my style. The baggy. I know you guys don't like this shirt, ew, and now it's all gross with smoothie disgustingness. I know you don't like the baggy shirt, but this is what I feel comfortable in. I don't, sometimes I wear tight clothes, but I can't wear tight everything, and it just doesn't look good on my body. Like, that's what I also realized, I think, was like, I felt really smoothie one today. No, I just took like one little sip. Honestly, I had the thought of, because it was you, right, who commented like, she's not gonna finish that smoothie. I had that thought, and I'm taking it as like a challenge. I'm like, I can make myself, you know, eat it. I can make myself, like, we can do it. We need to get the protein in. But until Billie Eilish and her baggy aesthetic and everything, and it was like seen as cool and still feminine, I guess, in a way, like, my era was, it was more progressed than before me, maybe. Although I feel like there's been like different tomboy eras. Like, wasn't it way more common in the 70s, say, for like women not to wear makeup? Like, we fluctuate, we do these stupid like women's aesthetic trends, like women's body trends as well. It's just like annoying. Or okay, the 30s though, they were like looking more masculine in the 30s, right? They were like doing, excuse me, they were like wearing, the body type at the time was like flat chested, and then like, weren't they wearing like very more covered up like masculine coat, like they were not showing their female body aesthetic. And I guess they were like, there was like human or women's rights movements going on in the 30s, and like, I'm not any expert, but anyways, so Billie Eilish, the baggy clothes and that, like, I felt represented, folks. I felt represented, and then I just fully finally embraced it, because I was always trying to wear clothes that I was uncomfortable in. I didn't like how I looked when I wear all tight everything. I have a long torso, I think, and short legs, and it just makes me look like I don't like how I look. When, like, I realized the beauty of like dressing to your body type and stuff, and so if I wear like a tight top, I'll wear baggy bottoms. Like, I'll wear baggy sweatpants with like a cropped long sleeve tight top or something like that. I also though just don't, nothing, like, I just haven't done my freaking laundry, guys. Like, it's chaos, and I have not, yeah, you don't need to have a big chest to be a woman. Yeah, like, it's, I think it was like a 2000s thing. Was it a 90s thing? Like, the Pamela Anderson era was this like really, like, that body type being like the, is epitome the right word, of femininity in some type of a way. Like, it was just like really, I don't know, like, idolized in a way. Maybe not, I don't know. I also like have my own specific upbringing and cultural things, and like with the whole Christianity and also Greek Orthodox religious-y, very conservative, like the, like, you know, you have to wear a dress to church vibes, and me just fighting to not wear the dress, just like, no, like, it was like, we're not going unless you, like, you have to get in this dress, like, you have to, like, to go to church, like, to dress up. And then it was just like, I guess I have to wear this thing that I feel really uncomfortable. Like, I just hated not being able to wear what the frick I wanted. And I'm not shitting on my parents. It was the culture at the time. It was the vibe. Like, me knowing, oh, okay, that was still like annoying to go through. And then now, like, I just like have so much understanding. I have compassion. Like, I get where that came from. Like, I get why it was very common for people to be like getting their children to, like, it was just annoying. It's like, just because I'm a chick, like, I have to wear a dress? Why do the men not have to wear a dress? Like, can I still look nice? Can I still dress up without wearing a dress? Okay, without wearing a dress. So I gotta go, but this whole thing was about the sleep and the mattress thing, so I'm just gonna quickly wrap that part of it up. I got a new mattress today because, yes, remember I had let you guys know there was like cat piss on my mattress, so I had been staying in Sean's room for the last month, or not month. When did I throw the mattress on the deck? I don't know. I have not had a good sleep since I've had to share a bed with Sean, who's way too freaking hot, temperature wise, and otherwise. It's like, do males' body temperature run warmer? And is this a biological advantage that back in the day, it was like the guy had all like the body heat to like keep the women alive who is like cold. Like, I tend to run cold, but then again, like when I sleep, I need to be cold, or like I need to have, I just heat up, so it can't be like, it's so annoying, guys. I'm just sensitive to everything like during the day. I know I know I'm trying to life right now. I'm trying to life, okay? Yeah, we're good for the winter. Yeah, it's annoying with the heat. Like, Sean lost some weight, so he gets cold now in the winter, because where I live, we're more north, and it'll be like minus 30 degrees Celsius. Sorry, I don't know the Fahrenheit conversion. Do you want me to convert it? I don't know. Where is everyone? The States, I'm guessing. Sean was a lot heavier when we were first together, and I was constantly freezing all the time because like he didn't care to have the heat higher. But for me, it was like really cold, but like now he likes it quite warm, and so that's not really a struggle as much. But like air conditioned places, guys, middle of summer, 30-degree freaking heat, weather outside, I have to bring like a winter coat to the restaurant. I'm exaggerating for dramatic effect. Obviously, I'm not bringing a winter coat, but I have to plan to bring a sweater, a cardigan. Cardigan's too thin, honestly. The air conditioner in the restaurants, and the lights, and the everything, guys, sensitive to everything. The lights, the temperature, the sensory things. Why I probably like baggy clothing is because I am very sensitive to uncomfortable clothing. Okay, uncomfortable clothing. I can't do it. I cannot have things like fabrics like suffocating me, engulfing me like a freaking python snake and suffocating the life out of me. Like, I can't have like scarves or just strangling to me and stuff like that. Maybe you just live complaining. I know we're complaining. Like, if it's not serving you, you can click off, but this is my therapy. This is my ramble sesh. This is first world problems right now. No one cares, but 30 degrees Celsius is 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Oh, I guess we gotta do minus 30 for the coldness scale. It'll get up to like minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit in this town. But I hate it. Like, I'm either just too hot or too cold a lot of the time, sort of. Like, in the summer, guys, I wear slippers still, like, all throughout the summer. Also, just because I don't like the feeling of the tile floor on my foot without, like, I couldn't start the live when I wanted because I couldn't find the slippers was one thing. So, the losing things, everything is just, it's chaos. But, like, sleep is, I know, what is life without hardness? This isn't even hard stuff too. Like, like, I'm completely aware of these like petty complaints and stuff like that. I guess I'm just like, if people can relate to being very sensitive with the sleep and stuff, because Sean gets it now. Sean gets it, but he used to like mock me and ridicule me about things like wanting lights off when I slept. Like, sorry, I cannot sleep with full fluorescent, like, unnatural lighting going on in the hallway. Like, sorry. Sean, yeah. So he gets it now, but I brought that up the other day. I was like, remember when he used to make fun of me? He used to like act like I was just it was an entitled thing. And I get I'm complaining and like, yeah, you know, a lot of people here might think it's just I don't care what you think though. I don't I have finally accepted it in myself, and honestly, you don't have to have ADHD obviously like experience these things, but I did. I don't know. I don't like to attach to label. I weave in and out of like like attaching and unattached to labels. Like I don't want to be like this. By no means am I like the ADHD spokesperson or whatever, but like I do officially have the diagnosis. Like I got prescribed the medication. I don't take it anymore. Like I tried it. It helped at that point in time. Da, da, da. Like I'm also just sensitive to that. Okay, I said that I ended up in the psych ward from an antidepressant. Didn't go well. Sensitive to everything. Actually, speaking of ADHD and neuroticism and everything, omega-3s help, and I forgot to take these today. So we're taking 2 of these bad boys. Okay, we're taking 2 of these bad boys. And but yeah, I like one little light, like everything. There's like the little electronic lights going on, right? Like Sean's got a sleep machine, and usually the light goes off, but when he's not using it, it's the green light stays on. And then also he doesn't really like using his sleep machine. Like he has sleep apnea, kind of. It's gotten way better. Like he hasn't been using the machine, and he actually hasn't been snoring as much. But he'll start snoring and I hear that. Okay, this reminds me, yes, I need to buy a freaking I need to buy just a shit ton of earplugs, because the earplugs help. But then again, this is the annoying thing. This is the annoying thing, guys. It's the annoying thing. A lot of times I can't sleep with dead silence. A lot of times I can't sleep with dead silence, okay? Can anyone else relate? So I need the earplugs to block out the sounds, but then I have no sound because I'll sleep to like a thunderstorm sound on YouTube, or I'll have like a podcast playing that then I have a playlist, and then once the podcast is done, it like plays my sleep sounds, like, because then the podcast, or like I've been listening to those sleep stories that are like stimulate your brain enough to not overthink and stuff. But so one of the combinations I've tried is like earplugs with, like, when you put the earplugs in, then you can't really hear the stuff. Like, I'm not gonna be able to hear a podcast, but I can still hear some thunder sounds if I crank the thunder sounds. But if I'm sleeping next to Sean, he's not gonna want the thunder sounds at like max volume. Like, and he doesn't like, you know, certain sounds that I like sometimes. Like, he's okay with the thunderstorm, but it's just, who sleeps next to a freaking person? Who sleeps next to a person, guys? I don't get it. Like, and this is where we also I don't relate to the normies and all with like couples sharing, or like, it's so, it's abnormal to me. Like, I know I just like shit on the normies, like the mentally stable people, but like, it's abnormal to me to share a room. Like, first of all, you need your own space. It's giving too enmeshed. And what's the error going on? Sorry guys, I've been ignoring, and I'm just like self-conscious about how long this has gone on, but this is freaking therapeutic for me. And I did the main chore today to finally get it done, and that was picking and ordering a mattress. Okay, the last live I talked about the mattress situation, and I was like, we're going to Costco, get a mattress. They didn't have a twin mattress. I have to have a twin mattress. My room is small. I'm also putting the mattress in a closet, like coming out of the closet to maximize the space, to try to fit everything in there. I have a shelf that I've been talking about for 2 months now. That's going to change my life. That's still in the box, that I haven't set up because I suck. I don't know. I'm also just like getting flooring put in this room so that the shelf, like the carpet, is just like wonky, and like, I don't know, like, sponsored by Sean, I'm able to like get new flooring. Like, this whole house would like need a reno. I want to paint more rooms and stuff with it. But so the carpet's just like really, and just me and the perfectionism, like, why am I even complaining? Why am I complaining? I'm so overly privileged, I get it. But, I booked the flooring, because that took, like, at least a month to get in. So I'm just getting this, like, vinyl flooring in this small room that was carpet. The flooring has to go in before the shelf goes up. I painted this room, but the paint did not go super well. Like, it's still a bit patchy, kind of. Like, I didn't use primer, and I painted it over blue, white over blue. It was a light blue. And the shelf is so huge, and it might get nailed into the wall. My perfectionism was willing to accept the state of the white walls not being perfect, but the fact of the matter is, like, I'd rather just, like, do one more coat of paint, so that, like, might as well do the paint before this humongous shelf goes up, right? So, like, it's been crazy months, guys, at least 2 months, like, we're probably going on 3 months of not having, like, this bedroom. Like, the bedroom's just been, like, not a bed, like, I don't know, I've been, like, trying to finish painting it because then I painted my closet, but then I couldn't decide whether to paint my closet, like, white, like, the walls are black. I finally decided on black, and then I talked about how I, like, kind of regretted that, but now it's growing on me, whatever. I have, like, a plan. So I don't have clothes to wear even. Like, my clothes are just, like, in bins, because I took all my clothes out of the closet, because I'm putting the bed in the closet. I'm planning on trying to fit out. Who gives a shit? No one cares. I know. Click off. Like, I know this is, like, who gives a shit about my stupid life? It's so dumb. But maybe people can, like, relate to being this fucking neurotic and having to make decisions and then commit to choices, and just, like, the process of just, like, setting up a room. It's so crazy, and I'm neurotic, it's chaotic. We're talking about it. I'm getting a shirt made that says I'm neurotic, it's chaotic, and it's bugging me that it's, like, taking 3 weeks just to ship here. So if anyone ever were to order it, I hope it doesn't take you guys I don't know, the suppliers in the States, and I'm in Canada, so maybe that's why. So anyway, who cares? But the flooring is going in August 20th. I'm gonna do one final coat of paint before that. Once the floor is in, I can finally put up the shelf. I ordered the mattress today. At the least, though, I can get my bed back in the frickin' room. Once the mattress comes, but it's gonna take 10 days for this mattress to come. So, like, what's been happening is I try to sleep beside Sean. Also, one of the cats, annoying as hell. One of the 2 cats we have left, annoying as hell. Boo is her name. Sean is not, like, a extremely light sleeper like me, so he can leave the door open. I have to have the door closed because I have to have complete blackout. And in addition to that, folks, I have a sleep mask. Even though it's blacked out, I have a sleep mask, because if I get up to pee or something, I try to limit as much exposure. First of all, the sleep mask just, like, falls off too, so then the sleep mask is off, and then the light, wakes me up. Excuse me. But I also just, like, I try to have everything as dark as I can. Like, if I have to go to the bathroom, like, if I just get sunlight in my eyes, no, sorry, Boo. Yeah, sorry, Boo. She's a diva. Like, I just can't with her. I'll finish what's going on with her in a sec. But, like, the light, is anyone else that sensitive to light? Like, light comes in my, like, I could, cover my eyes again, the darkness, but it's, like, I spoke about in part of my schedule, though, is, oh, no, this is what happens. This is what happens. My schedule is ruined. Oh my god, I need to laminate this next time. Seriously. I'm disappointing Jordan Breezen every day. Yes. I haven't been cleaning my room. I'm sorry, Jordan. It's probably the cause to all my problems. So this says, go outside, sun in eyes. So it's been apparently scientifically proven that when you get sunlight in your eyes in the morning, it helps your circadian rhythms. Like, it helps you, I don't know if it necessarily helps you to wake up. For me, I just wake up, but it helps you later on get bed too early. It helps, like, you release the right hormones at the right time, probably like melatonin, like, later on in the day. When you go and get the natural sunlight in your eyes 30 minutes within waking up. when I get that though in my eyes, when I get the sun and I'm not freaking waking up yet, I'm just going pee because I have to piss like a trillion times every morning as well. Like, what is that? I've been Googling the shit out of that. I don't know what that is. Yes, I do not want to bore anyone, but this is my therapy. So James, if you must leave us now, please do that, because this is just a neurotic person rambling and it gets boring. I need to end this, like, we've been going on for way too long. So the annoying thing with the light, I also, with this bedroom, I did make like a cardboard. Why? First world problems, I get it. I don't give a shit. But why do places not make, like, why is it so hard to find a window cover, like a window shade, blind, something that's complete blackout? Complete. Why is it very extremely difficult? It's like I'm trying to find the fucking philosopher's stone when I'm trying to just find an adequate blackout window covering. I don't get it. Because so there's like roller shades and blinds, like the sun gets in, and it's too much. What I've been doing in my little room that I haven't been in, because you know the story, but what I was doing with that was just like I made this, like, I taped together cardboard, like just like a big piece of cardboard. I just shoved it in the window, but it falls out a bit. Like that does still let the light in. Like it's better than not. And now that I sleep in the closet, when I have a mattress that's not soaked in cat piss, mind you, when I sleep in the closet, it shades it a little bit. But yeah, like I'm trying to also, like, my ultimate goal in life is to like figure out how to get something installed that's within the budget, you know, because it's like custom stuff's really expensive and stuff. So I'm gonna address the audience finally. Like, I'm sorry for ignoring you guys, but does it bother you? Do you have blackout curtains? Like, yes, we've had blackout curtains, but the only way we've actually gotten them full blackout is in Sean's room, we've had curtains forever, and we just like thumbtack them to the wall. Like, there used to be a pole for the curtains, but the pole is so much worse because it still lets the light in, right? Because it's not flush against the wall. So the only way to get the full blackout so far has been like to just pin the Costco blackout curtains like against the wall, and then that's really annoying when you want to have sunlight during the day and then you're unpinning them, pinning them, and this and that. And like right now in Sean's room, unfortunately, the two curtains aren't lining up, so there's like this big gap. I just haven't taken the time to rearrange them. I would have to get a freaking ladder. Sean could do it, and I don't know, I just don't find the time to be like, hey, let's like reassemble the curtain so that, you know, that stream of direct sunlight that goes right into my face does not happen. But you got thick curtains. Does the light still come in? Like, do you just have them on a pole? You can get roller shutters, toe bags. Yes, but the roller ones still don't fully. I found special ones, but like they're a very hard find, and it has like an extra window casing that it slides along, so it's actual full blackout. The roller ones I find, like, they don't fit exactly to the sides. Like, it's still, I've seen photos of people being like, love my blackout roller shades, and I can fully see a full outline. I'm sorry, it's too much for me. For me, my brain, that's still too much. Like, I still get affected by that little amount of light. Start sleeping in the basement. I know, that's a good idea. We did completely black out the basement. Sean did. LOL me holding these for the last 10 minutes, the omega-3s, and not getting too distracted to just take them. I have a sleep mask. Yes, I spoke about this, and it falls off. Okay, when I have it really tight, it leaves like a thick line there that does not even disappear into the daytime. And maybe that's fine, and who cares. I am like a little bit worried because I'm vain. Like, I'm worried that it'll eventually make like a permanent wrinkle there, like an indent in my head. So I put the sleep mask on not too tight. Also, do you know how hard it was? First world problems, I know, and this is like excessive complaining. If this is triggering you, please click off now. But do you know how difficult it was just to find the right eye mask? Because my eyelashes, I was blessed with longer eyelashes, but it's a curse, guys. It's a curse because every eye mask, I got the best one for eyelashes, but even then, it still like brushes against them. Like, I have to get the exact right angle, and the eye mask sort of shifts, and then my eyelash, like, I can't fully blink, or it brushes against it and like fucks up my eyelashes. So like, I procrastinate a lot, but I have stopped hating myself for it or for anything. Well, that's good, because yeah, I feel like judgment of the procrastination just like makes you procrastinate more. Like, it's caused by anxiety and then shame about that too, or that, like, when you just start to like judge yourself about having not done something and then you throw away the whole day, it's like, oh, it's the day's over now, right? So iron, yeah, I'm trying to do like high protein. So anyways, I need to find out once. I should probably just go, actually, because I think Sean and I need to get on with our day. Oh, more coffee. I did order the mattress though, so once it gets here, it's gonna be just finally, like, I'm gonna be able to manage life again with the sleep. But in the meantime, there's gotta be, I have the foam. I had a foam topper for the last mattress that got the cat piss on it. I was gonna try to just sleep on that little thin foam and see if I can, and maybe I could put like that in the basement, because the basement is, we made a little studio space in the basement, so there's actually like foam in the windows. It's actually complete blackout for like filming and stuff like that, so that's what I'm gonna try and do. Yeah, horizontal, yes, those are the ones I'm talking about, is like the horizontal. And I couldn't find any like on Amazon. I found some on this special website, but they would not ship to Canada yet, so I kind of gave up on that. And then I haven't yet attempted to, I looked at places in town, like their website, but none of them had that design on their website. They just said like like it looked like normal ones. So I thought of, though, just seeking it out, contacting them and seeing if they do anything special, but I'm guessing it's gonna cost like a lot and not be a reasonable price. But anyways, okay, so I'm gonna sign off now for real. It's been a slice. I'll I should like update in the comments whether I did manage to finish this or not, because it's just a fun challenge. It's like gross freaking smoothie, but I think I'm gonna, oh yeah, I have to go to the gym. That's part of the schedule, is to go to the gym, and I'm supposed to get like a regular video out today, because my goal was to do a video every second day, like, and not just a live stream video. It was to do like a regular video, so I have some clips of footage that I can maybe put something together. But anyways, thanks everyone for joining. It's been a slice. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one.